Welcome back to our channel where we bring you the funniest animal videos from around the web. Remember to like and subscribe for more great clips. Now let's have a look. Have you ever had a really bad hair day? You know those days when everything goes wrong? Your hair won't cooperate. It seems to have a mind of its own. You try your best to tame it, but it just won't listen. You look in the mirror and you think, I can't go out looking like this. But then you remember that there's someone out there who has a much bigger problem than you. Someone whose bad hair day could end up costing them their life. And no, we don't mean you, Nicolas Cage. We mean this guy. When this lion woke up, he knew something was wrong. He looked in the nearby puddle and saw what the problem was. His usually neat and tidy mane was sticking out at all angles. It looked like a bird's nest that had been bombed by a beehive. He needed to fix it, and he needed to fix it fast. So without wasting any more time, he got to work. He tried to brush it out, but no matter how hard he tried, it didn't seem to help. So he tried something else. He started smoothing it out with some mud. After all, mud can be good for the skin, right? And maybe it would tame his wild mane. This seemed to work at first, but once he shook himself dry, his mane puffed up even more. Then he rolled around in some nearby leaves, hoping they would soften his mane and make it easier to manage. But when he stood up, his mane looked even worse than before. It was sticking out even more now. It was an absolute disaster. Dejected, the lion headed off into the bushes, feeling upset about his unmanageable mane. He had no idea what to do next. Meanwhile, his friends were getting worried. They had noticed his distressed state and wanted to help. The first to reach him was a giraffe. She had a giant comb with her because she had heard that it could help with the lion's mane. "I'll be right with you," the lion said. "Just give me a second." He tried to smooth down his mane, but it was no use. "Here," said the giraffe, handing over her giant comb. "Let me help you." The lion nodded gratefully, and the giraffe began combing through his mane. At first it seemed to work, but then his mane exploded outwards, puffing up like a bottle of champagne. The giraffe took a step back in surprise, nearly tripping over her own feet. Next, an elephant came over to help. It had heard that water could help tame the lion's mane, so it filled its trunk up with water and blasted it over the lion. To make matters worse, the lion was already wet from the river, so the water just made his mane stick out even more. The lion hung his head in shame. His mane was a total disaster, and nothing seemed to be able to fix it. But the real trouble started when a parrot landed on his head. "You need honey," the parrot told him. "That always fixes my feather problems." Before the lion could say anything, the parrot rubbed honey all over his mane. The lion tried to protest, but the parrot just kept going. "It's gonna be great," the parrot said, giving the lion's mane a final lick. "Just wait and see." And with that, the parrot flew away. As soon as the honey touched his mane, it seemed to stick everything together. The lion shook his head in an attempt to get rid of the excess honey, but it only made things worse. His mane was stuck together in one big clump. That's when the real trouble started. The lion had forgotten that honey attracts bees. And since his entire mane was covered in it, he wasn't surprised when a large swarm of angry bees appeared. The lion ran for his life, the bees hot on his tail. He could hear them buzzing angrily as he tried to shake them off. But the more he struggled, the stickier his mane became. It was a nightmare scenario for the poor lion. What was he going to do? But while running, he accidentally ran into his friend, the elephant, and knocked her over. She fell into the river with a loud splash. As the lion stood there awkwardly trying to figure out what to do next, the bees began attacking him. The elephant quickly recovered from her fall and came to the rescue. She blasted the bees away with a powerful spray of water from her trunk, saving the lion from their stinging attack. Seeing the danger his messy mane had caused, the lion finally gave up. He laughed and said, "Oh, well, I may have a bad hair day, but I'm still the king." And to prove it, he let out a mighty roar that echoed through the jungle. His friends, the giraffe and the elephant, applauded him. They had learned an important lesson that day. No matter how bad your hair looks, no matter how many times you try to fix it and fail, you should never give up. With a little bit of effort and a lot of patience, you can get through even the worst hair day. Now, as for the lion, he decided to embrace his bad hair day. He went about his day as usual, roaring, hunting, and playing with his pride. His mane may have been a mess, but he was still the king of the jungle. The other animals in the jungle couldn't help but laugh at the sight of the lion with his unmanageable mane. But they also admired his confidence and his ability to make the best of a bad situation. From that day on, the lion was known throughout the jungle as the king with the unmanageable mane. His story became a legend, a reminder to all the animals that no matter how bad your hair looks, you should always wear it with pride. Speaking of wearing your mane with pride, what do you think of this lion's mane? Is it the worst one you've ever seen? How do you think it compares to this one? Let us know in the comments. And now it's time for the ultimate question. Would you survive a bad hair day like this one? A lion with a bad hair day is a rare sight, but if you ever come across one, be sure to give it a wide berth. Lions are powerful predators, and they don't take kindly to being disturbed, especially when they're already in a bad mood. Imagine being stuck in a traffic jam behind a lion trying to get home after a long day at work. The stress levels would be off the charts. Just kidding. We haven't seen a lion in traffic yet, but we have seen plenty of other animals doing human things. Watch this dog who seems to have a thing for golf. Does he want to play or does he want to chase the ball? We're not sure, but he certainly seems to enjoy himself. Golf is a great way to relax and unwind, but it's not exactly known for being the most exciting sport. Unless, of course, you're watching this video. This dog is clearly having a blast, so maybe it's contagious. This cat seems to be enjoying a nice cold treat on a hot summer day. Cats love to stay cool in the heat, so it's no surprise that this one is lounging by the air conditioner. But something about this scene just feels off. Maybe it is the fact that the cat is wearing sunglasses, or that it's chilling on a pile of dirty laundry. Whatever the reason, this cat looks pretty happy with its lot in life. And what about this parrot? This bird seems to be absolutely tiny, but it's actually a normal-sized parrot that just got tangled up in some Christmas lights. Talk about a holiday miracle. This parrot is lucky that it was found before it froze, and it's also lucky that it's such a good sport about the whole thing. This parrot seems to be taking its newfound fame in stride, and it's even posing for pictures. This parrot is truly a one-in-a-million find. If you enjoyed this video, please leave us a thumbs up and subscribe for more amazing clips. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.